Hey everyone, it's Mark here. Today we're going to be working on the Mecatech FW01. It's the second video in the brake rebuild series. I'm going to start by making sure that all these surfaces are nice and clean, ready for the parts to go back on. Important step here is the Loctite. I like to use the blue Loctite. It's a medium thread locker. Fix those rear calipers back on. Time to screw the fitting on the master cylinder and install the master cylinder. Really can't stress enough the importance of that blue thread locker on all your fixings on the car. It's really, really important. No matter what scale of car you're racing, no matter what car you're racing, the vibration through those two-stroke engines is really intense and it can really ruin your day. It's something that will just happen at the worst time, so remember that one. Quick hit with the brake cleaner for the pads before they go in. You see there the two marks that indicates which the orientation. Disc on next. Couple of springs, really important to remember those springs. Next pad. Finally the cover. Quick spin to make sure everything's okay, and then we're on with taking the engine out. One thing to note is the heads of these screws, just to make sure they're nice and clean. quite often they get a lot of dirt and build up in there, and there's nothing worse than stripping the heads on one of these. Again, they're Loctite on them. They sometimes can be hard to get out. These Mecatechs really are a joy to work on. Just a couple of these lines here for the fuel to remove. Fuel catch can on the side there to remove. Engine kill switch. One last retaining screw. And then this puppy's free. The first thing I do when my engines are out, I put these little covers on both the exhaust and the intake. Believe me guys, you don't want something falling in there and scratching your bore or destroying an expensive piston. How cool are those little covers, guys? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a set, so that's an intake and an exhaust set for someone randomly who subscribes to the channel and comments down below to say they would like one of these cover sets. So that's anywhere in the world. I'll post those things off to you. So again, subscribe, comment down below that you'd like one, and a custom pair will be on their way to you. It's time to button this up. Lid goes in the master cylinder. Then we'll fit a 60mm syringe on that. That'll just get clipped up out of the way because we're going to bleed from the calipers to the master cylinder today. I use this Newlon Super Dot 4 brake fluid. Some brake fluids can be really caustic, but this stuff is really good. It's really gentle. We'll fill a smaller syringe with a bit of fuel line on the end of it. There's our syringe full of brake fluid. We just want to make sure there's no air in there. Just tilt the syringe up and down and make sure there's no micro bubbles. We'll crack the brake bleed nipple on the caliper. We'll fit the syringe, and then we're going to force brake fluid back to the master cylinder. Keep an eye out for the air bubbles as it go along. You can see the air bubbles here, and then finally the fluid out into that syringe. Another syringe full of brake fluid. We'll do the other side. So again, we'll crack the nipple and then we'll fit the syringe to that and force brake fluid back through to the master cylinder. Again, just keeping an eye to make sure there's no air bubbles in the system anywhere. We'll do that nipple up, and that's it. Job done, ready to race. They feel nice and firm. There's a nice good bit of pressure there on the master cylinder, and they're biting nice on the pads.